I'm Omar Al-Momani.
I'm Evan Logston.
I'm Brendan O'Sullivan.
I'm Ben Hale.
And our group is 3D, which stands for Drunk Drink and Drive. We changed the name a little bit, by the way. We worked with the police department to help raise awareness for drunk driving and having designated drivers.
So the mission of our group is just promoting safe drinking, because if you aren't educated and things can go wrong, like DUIs, DUI-related incidents. We really encourage designating a driver because it's the most surefire way to get home with someone you trust and get home with someone who's sober. So that way nothing can happen in between there. And we really want to encourage this through social media by posting pictures with your designated driver and posting pictures with your friend when you're a designated driver, just because it seems like at times people aren't encouraged to designate a driver. We really want to make that important. We worked with the Iowa City Police Department just to give you guys the facts about what can happen if you are caught with a DUI. We're going to give you guys some info about tips on safe drinking, what exactly drunk driving is legally, consequences, and how to avoid it all in the first place and just get home safe.
So some statistics for you. I always get bummed up on that word. So over 1.4 million drivers were arrested in 2010 for a DUI, and that's all across the United States. And an average of people, or an average number of times people drive drunk before they get actually picked up is 80 times. So if you see someone on the road late at night and they look like they possibly could be drunk, there's a pretty good chance they are. So 31% of all traffic-related deaths in America had to do with drunk driving. And then so of 10% of all drivers that are underage, so that's everyone who has a license but can't drink legally, they create or account for 14% of DUI-related deaths. So there's kind of a huge jump in percentages there, and it's kind of a big number.
Okay, so smart drinking. Something really important is to be able to go out and be on a full stomach, because drinking on a full stomach reduces the effects that you have while you're drinking, and it reduces the level at which your blood alcohol content rises. You want to stick to the same type of alcohol. Studies show that the same type of alcohol just reduces also the effects of the drinking. And you want to space out your drinks and also be able to drink regular water in between those to also help reduce that, because the body will naturally only burns 0.06 every hour. So you want to be able to space that out and make sure you stay under that blood alcohol content, which is really important. And watch your drinks, like especially for ladies, when you're at the bar and someone offers you a drink, obviously, I mean, it's a free drink, you're going to take it, but you have to watch. I mean, you have to go and watch them get it from the bar, or go over there and get it yourself. You can never be too sure.
So what is drunk driving? It's operating a vehicle while there is alcohol in one's bloodstream to a point where it's over the legal limit. The limit varies between states. In Iowa, it's 0.08 for people who are 21 and older. But and for minors, well, it's still illegal for minors to drink. But if you're caught with a level of 0.02, you'll be charged. And I can't tell you exactly how many drinks you can have before you go over the limit. But for a male who weighs about 160 pounds, one drink can be about 0.02 alcohol level. And that'll be the same for a female who weighs about 200 pounds.
So I'm going to go over the consequences of drunk driving. There's a lot that has to go into this. It's kind of crazy when you think about it and actually look at some of the facts. So for the first offense, right off the bat, you can spend $625 to $1,250. and that's just the fines that are gonna be put on you by the state. That does not include your lawyer or anything like that. You'll spend a minimum of 48 hours to a year in jail. And at the beginning, I should have mentioned, this all varies between every single person in every different case. So with the second offense, you can spend minimum of 7 days to 2 years in jail. And like I said, again, it could vary, but the kicker comes when it comes to the money. 1,875 is the minimum. That's automatically you're gonna spend that much money. And then that can go up to $625,000. And then the third offense, just everything skyrockets. I believe the jail time goes up and it almost doubles, and then you can spend up to 5 years in jail. And then the fees go to about $10,000 off the bat. And then with every one of these, a license suspension, you will have a license suspension. For the first offense, it's 4 months with where you can have a breathalyzer in your car, but the first 2 months of your suspension, you are not allowed to drive at all, period. So you're just no driving suspension. And then those go up as well as the offenses go up in number.
Alright, getting home, this is something else that we really emphasize, is always go out and have a plan before you start drinking. It's always much easier to make plans that way. Have a charged cell phone with you so you can always make a call a taxi, call a friend, someone that can take you home and be safe. You never want to go out alone. You want to be out there with friends, someone you can trust to get you home, or at least get a cab for you to get you home safely. And always designate a driver if you're going out in groups especially. Just make sure that there's that one person that has everyone's back and will always have everyone home safe.
As Evan mentioned earlier, we want to invite you to follow us on Twitter and just keep up to date with different events or programs that we would have to bring awareness to the topic of drunk driving and try and help combat that. And just engage with us, send us your pictures of you being a responsible member of the community with your just responsible drinking and taking a cab with your friends or having a designated driver or whatever. Just whatever is showing you being responsible with your life and those people around you. We would love to see it.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to our presentation. I'm Brendan.
I'm Evan.
Omar.
Mondo.
And
I'm with 3D. We got some business cards for you guys with our